Okay. Very good evening, guys. Yeah. Last day, we just been tried up writing the code, like selecting the data. Okay. Last time, we have just been written the code for selecting the data. So, how to select this particular data, we have just seen up in the previous class. Okay. So, if you notice this, if you just notice this one, fan light launch and off చేసేస్తున్నాడు ఏం చెప్పేవాడికి సేన్ లైట్ ఆన్ చేయి ఓకే సో we have seen um, yeah, we are just seeing how to perform a insert operation into the table. Insert operation into the table. We are just seeing about inserting the records into the table. And guys, put this in mind. What is that? Whenever you are inserting a record, whenever you are inserting a record, yeah, we are returning insert query, and after inserting again, we are done for performing a select and try to get the latest record what is inserted in the table, right? Yes or not? So this ID is system generated. The ID is system generated. So I don't require to bother about entering a value, whether that is a correct value or not, because we have a primary key constraint on the table. We have a primary key constraint on the table. If you give a duplicate value, again error will come. That is why if I leave it to the system will follow the sequence now. Understood me or not? A system will follow the sequence. So when you're entering it, just if you try to give us some proper value, system is going to follow the sequence. Suppose I'm entering Williams is a name. The job is going to be a clerk. The job is a clerk. And the salary of the employee is 8,000. And the department you work is marketing. So what is the employee ID is auto-generated. Are you clear? So already I have 9 records in my table here. This is the 10th record. This is the 10th record. Yesterday, I inserted this particular records in the table, and you can see the SQL server. It is just so if you leave it to auto generation to the system, that will take care of the sequence now. Unique sequence. But if you try to just do it, what is the problem is always there is a chance of duplicate values. Primary key violation problems will come. Okay, so never take it to your head. Never take that to your head. Leave it to the system that will take care of all the things. That is why I used identity on the table. Are you clear? That is why we use the identity on the table. And this identity will do the auto generation for you on your tables. Okay, right now we started the identity from 101, incremented by 1. So 10 records, 110 is the last record in the table. What is this question? How did you select the drop down list? How did you select the drop down list? Anyone selects in the same way. Now you have a drop down, you click on that, you'll get the value. Your question should be, how did you get the values in the drop down list? First, correct your question. What are you trying to ask? Select star from what is the table? Can see. Understood, all of you? Yes or not? Just a minute, please. It's not a flag. Okay. So, yeah, we written the code now yesterday. Yesterday, we written the code for loading the data into the drop-down list. So, you can see you have the 10 values coming now. Okay. Well, I've shown you two examples of code till now. Yesterday, first I loaded data from Northwind database and shown you one example. After that, I just used ASPDB database and work with the two tables. What are the two tables? Department table, employee table. For department table, we are filling the data into the drop-down list. Employee table, we are inserting the data. Well, now look at this code, all of you. This is a Northwind example. In this code, if you notice, in the load event, I was writing all my code. In the load event, I was writing all my code. When I run it, it will show the output to me, that's all. After showing the output, I don't have any submits or anything, only I see the data there. Yes or not? But the next example, we have submitting here, buttons are there, so resubmitting, all these things are there. Insert, selects, different operations are there. So what I'm trying to tell is, in this example, this connection command, all I declared here. But when you come to this example, I declared all this connection command, everything on the top. Notice the difference? Recollect here. Declaration and initialization can be done on the same line. Declaration separate, initialization separate. When do we use the type of thing is, see in this example here, I don't have anything in this particular page except the load event. Once it executed over, afterward there is no submits and all now. But in this example, we have a submit code now. We click on the button, insert, drop down as to get the values. Okay, and I click on the insert, the record is inserted. We are doing some actions now. Means we are using this connection command and data reader for multiple times in the code. When you use multiple times, we always go with a global declaration. Understood or not? I use this connection in the page load event. I use this in the load DPT. I use this in the insert click. In all places, I use the connection object. I use the command object. Yes or not? Array. If I declare it inside, if I write like this, connection con is equals to, this con is not accessible out of the class now. Let me comment. Yeah, I'll correct it. Now this con is not accessible out of the load event now. See now, error. Understood? That is why, as I said, a point. Array, first, whatever objects you require, whatever classes you require, first go for a global declaration so that you can use in the whole program now without declaring or writing it for multiple times. Same object used for multiple times now. Are you clear? Here I did not do that. Why? I don't have anything here. Just only display the data. That's it. Afterwards, again, you're not resubmitting the data again now. So how many times I need this? One time only. That is why I written off directly in the load event. So be careful. If I'm directly writing off connection con is equals to new connection, means I don't want to use it for multiple times. But if I separate it, first I declare connection con, afterwards con is equals to new connection, means what is my intention? I want to use it for multiple times in the code. That's why I went for a global declaration. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, so put that in the mind first. Well, today we'll work out with another example, guys. Today, let's work out with another example for update and delete. For update and delete. Okay, what exactly I want is, I want to get a form very similar to this. But now, employee ID is also will be a drop down. Employee ID also will be a drop down. When I load this page, another page I'm going to create, not this page, another page. What should happen, The employee ID drop down should load all the employees, and the department drop down should load all the departments. Clearer or not? So now we have two drop downs. Employee ID is also a drop down. In this example, employee ID is a text box. But in the next example, employee ID is also will be a drop down. What will employee ID contain? All the employee IDs loaded, and the department will contain all the departments loaded. Clear? What next? I'll tell you. Just a second. First, let me design it. Is what I want to do. And for the drop down, I want to set the auto post back property as true. Remember auto post back? We learned it already. By default, button only can submit a page. If you want any other control to submit a page, you require to set up the property called as auto post back. The auto post back property should be set as true. Okay, let me design this now. Oh, first let me create the page, guys. Or the page. I'm doing 3 actions here, see. In the previous example, we done insert. But today we're doing select also, update also, delete also, all 3. Add a new form. Okay. Have a look. There's the design. Clear? So 2 drop downs. 2 drop downs. Okay, let me write the code. What? The first drop down has to load you all the employee IDs, and the last drop down should load all the departments. And to load these departments, I already explained you the code in the last class. That's the same code we are going to use now. Okay, fine. Let me go here. What is the namespace? Louder. Now tell me, what are the classes I need? I need a connection. I need a command. I need a data reader. Everything go for a global declaration. Next, con is equals to new SQL connection. Data source equals to server is equals to ASPDB. User ID is equals to SC. Password is equals to 123. CMD is equals to new SQL command. CMD.connection is equals to con. And one more thing I said, actually, sir, you did not pass an SQL command there. Yeah. Using the same command here, I want to execute multiple statements. That is why I did not give any statement there. Yesterday, also recollect yourself. For drop down load, you written a select statement for this on department table. Afterwards, for the same command, you written an insert statement. After insert, for the same command, you written select max of employee number also. For all, we use the same command only. Did you remember or not? That is why I did not write any command there. What command I want, I will tell before I execute now. No need to tell first. Create a command object. Get it ready. Which command to execute? Before I execute, I will tell the select statement or insert or update or delete now. Is it clear? Observe it. Now see, the command is not associated with any command text now. Tell me. Okay then. Private void load DEPT. I'm writing a method, man. What is method? Load DEPT. Yesterday I written this code. Now, okay, same way, I need another method also today. What is that? One is to load the employee and one is to load the department now. Okay. Look, all of you. Here I'll say cmd dot command text is equals to I'm sorry, select employee ID from employee, order by employee ID. And here I will say cmd dot command text is equals to select department ID comma department name from department order by department ID. You noticed it? Using the same command, I'm executing different statements here. And same way, I have an update button. Under update button for the same command, I will write update now. For delete for the same command, I'll write delete now. Did you understand or not? This is why I'm not telling you what command has to be executed in the load. I'm not telling in the load. I'm telling it when the time comes on the click of a button or something like that. Is it clear? Okay. So that's what exactly I'm trying to do. Okay, guys, let me do it. Con dot open. DR is equals to cmd dot execute reader. Connection open, statement executes, data loads. And already I explained you this to you. Once loaded, you can bind it to your drop down now. PDL EMP dot data source is equals to DR. DDL EMP dot data text field is equals to what is the text field? ID. And guys, remember the value field is also same only. What should be shown to user and what should be sent to database are same. But when you come to department, it is not same now. For display, I want name. For sending to database, I want ID. Correct? But here I want the same for both. Next, DDL EMP dot items dot insert. Insert into 0th position. What to insert? Select employee. Are you clear? Oh, we missed the statement. Dot data bind. Yeah, this all code will load you the data from the employee table and displays you now. Yes or not? Once done, conduct close. Now tell me, can I copy the same code as it is, paste it here, and I will change it according to my requirement? What is the text field? D name. What is the value field? The ID. Select. And the same thing now. And these two, I want to load only for one time. Only for one time. So what I said here, if not, is post back. If not, is post back. First call, load EMP. Next call, load DEPT. Okay, now next DDL EMP dot focus. I want to focus on the employee drop down. Yeah, run. See what happens. Oh, we did not change the name here. We forgot to change the name here. DDL. When we copy pasted, we forgot to change the name of the drop down here. Okay, now that's where first it loaded employee table, afterwards it loaded department table, the same drop down only. Okay. Yeah. Watch. I loaded all the employees here, all the departments here. Is that clear? So why did you load the employee data here? What is your intention? Edit a record now. Which record you'll edit? Are you want to edit a record? Which record you want to edit now? So first choose a employee here. And once I choose an employee, that record should be populated now. Are you clearer or not? Once I select an employee, the record has to be populated automatically. It has to populate me the record on screen. So whatever record I select, that should be populated to me over there. So once it is populated, then automatically what I'll do? I will go for editing the data now. Are you clear or not? What I'll do? I'll go for editing the appropriate data. The record once populated, I will just go for editing it now. And once edited, once it is edited, we will click on the update button. We'll click on the update button. And once we click on the update button, all the changes should be sent back to the database automatically. That's what exactly my requirement is all about. Is my point clear, all of you? Yes or not? So now we need to write the code for this. What's it in the drop down? When I select now, it should populate the record. Array means there should be a submit happen now. That is why for the drop down, I set auto post back true. Clearer or not? See, I don't select it and click on any button. I will only select and page is submitting. See, notice here. Yes or not? Means in this process, go and load all the values from the database. Understood? Okay. Now listen a point here. What is that, you know? Array, in which event should I write the code, sir? In which event I should write the code? The default, see, every control has a default event now. The default event of drop-down list is selected index changed. What is that? Selected index changed is the default event. You're required to go to the selected index changed event of the drop-down list and write your logic now. Is my point clear, all of you? Yes or not? Come on, let's do it. Go to design. Which drop down? First one or last one? Louder. And see, for this I set the auto post back true. And I already reminded you earlier, remember, whenever a property is modified, you'll see in the bold. That's an identification to understand this property has been modified. The default is false. I made it true. Okay. Double click on the drop down. Select index changed. Okay. What do you want to do now? All I want to do, I want to connect to my database and load the data and publish it. I want to connect to my database, load the data and publish it. Come on. Then if that is the case, here you need a select command now. Yes or not? And this loading should be done only when the selected index is not 0. Array 0 is select employee. When it is 0, it should not happen. Only greater than 0 only. Correct? If DDL dot selected index greater than 0, then come inside. Then what you'll do? Just go for loading the data. How to load? CMD dot command text is equals to, come on guys, write a query now. Select what? Name, job, salary, department ID from employee, where employee ID is equals to plus DDL dot selected value. Selected value is employee ID now. Are you clear with the query? We are writing a query where employee ID is equals to selected employee number. What is selected? Now this is going to fetch the data now. Okay now? Next, dr is equals to cmd dot execute read. The data comes into this now. The data comes into this. Once the data loaded, once the data is loaded, okay. So I'm just checking if dr dot, remember the read method, or if you don't call the read method, by default pointer will be at before first. When you call read only, it will come to the first record. Now, one record only there, if you come to that record. Now I assign the values to the text boxes. Txt name dot text is equals to. How to assign the values? I said you three options to assign the values, remember? Dr dot get name of 0. Also, I said you indexer is the dr of 0. Understood? The best way to use is, see, one way you can say get name of, sorry, get value of 0. What is 0? 0 is ename. Sir, error coming because this is object. The method certain type is object. So call dot posting. Call dot posting. Yesterday I shown you this already. The second way you can load is, I said you there is an indexer. You can write like this. This is simple code, man. dr of 0. But not descriptive. Not descriptive in the sense, tomorrow 10, 20 columns are there now. 0, 1, 2, 3 I assign. What is 0th column? What is first column? What is second column? Will be a conflict now. So to make your code descriptive, always use this method. Sorry, this indexer. It is descriptive now. Which column? Open the mouth here. Ename column. That's how you're going to tell. Tomorrow when anyone looks into our code can easily understand now. Ename is being assigned. Don't use indexing, eh? It will be not descriptive. So always use an indexer which takes the name. But two options are there for us. Get value, int indexer, string indexer. I said all three will get the data. All three are same. Okay. Next, job.text is equals to dr of job.toString. Next, txt salary.text is equals to dr of salary.toString. Okay. ddl dpt dot selected value is equals to now it is selected value dr of did dot toString. dr of did dot toString. Is it clear, all of you? Tell me. Okay, so run. I think we did not call con.open. Did we call? We did not call con.open. Error will come now, see. Telling you, see, the current state is closed. Why? Array, in the load emp, load dpt, we opened, closed off. And you have disconnected our picture now. Once open connection won't be available in the next time now. Because web applications are stateless. So, compulsory, before this action, what you require to do? Con.open. Same here, come and say con.close. Close the connection. See that? You got the department also. Is it clear, all of you? It's the last record we inserted in the morning. Got it? Understood, all of you? Suppose if I go for select employee now. Listen, I'm going for select employee. Is it clear, man? Is it clear all now? When the user goes for select employee, everything should be cleared off. Understood? Okay. So that only. We put the if condition here now. Now come to else part now. And the else part do one thing. txt name dot text is equals to txt job dot text is equals to txt salary dot text is equals to empty string, and ddl department dot selected index is equals to 0. We are setting the selected index of the department as 0 now and clearing all the text boxes. Okay, run. Look, I'm getting the data, right? Now I'll select employee. Everything cleared. Are you clear? Okay. Now I will select something here. I want to change the salary of this employee now. I want to change the salary of this employee to something around some 23,000. And I'll click on update. This record should be updated in the table now. Are you clear? But without clicking on update, if I click on delete, that record should be deleted in the table. Update should update, delete should delete. Hope you guys are clear. Update has to update the record here. Now if I click on delete, it has to delete the record now. Okay, fine. Now watch it. Let's come to update button. Same story. When you're updating here, few things should be clear. When the user clicks on the update, compulsory, the first drop down selection should not be 0, and the last drop down selection also should not be 0. Last class I explained to you, well, inserting a compulsory department ID should be selected now. See, what I'm trying to tell is, user did not select anything here. Without selecting anything, you click on update. Should it work? No, nah. That condition checking is very important. That's what I said to you in the last class. You come here, click on update. What will you update? Wrong, nah. Okay, so that's it. First verify. Employee ID is selected or not. Department ID is selected or not. If everything is there, then only an update should happen. Okay. If DDL dot selected index is greater than 0, then execute the code. Otherwise, write an alert here. Last class we done. And I'm only copying alert messages, guys. I'm only copying the alert messages without wasting the time. That's it. Use an employee first to update. Okay, employee selected. But drop down, department drop down is not selected. If DDL dot selected index is greater than 0, then only execute this. Otherwise, please choose a department to update. So see, user comes directly click on update. Telling you, see, user selected a employee. Department automatically selected. But after that, again, you change it to select department. Alright, this is wrong now. That's why, see. Did you understand why I written the two conditions now? That's what, to make sure they are going to be selected correctly. If both are selected correctly now, what I can do? Update. How to? CMD dot command text is equals to, you're required to write an update statement now. Okay, now answer my question here. When user is updating a record, which column the user will update? User is updating a record here. Which column the user is going to update? Are brainless fellows. The answer is who knows here. You're telling that one, this one, all the not. Who knows? Who knows here? What column will be updated? You will modify the name, job, salary, department, who knows? No one knows it. Or when we don't know, then how to update, sir? Because see the probability. You learn the probabilities in your mathematics now. See the probabilities now. Only name can be modified. Only job can be modified. Only salary can be modified. Only department can be modified. Next, name and job can be modified. Name and salary can be modified. Name and department can be modified. The permutations and combinations will be a lot now. Yes or not? Then, sir, how to write this update code now? Blind rule to remember when you're updating all of you. Remember, going forward is a blind rule. What you always follow for update. What is that rule? Update every column. Don't try to check what is modified by user. Update every column. Sir, no problem. No problem. Why? If user modified, if user modified, the old value in the table will be overridden with the new value. If user did not modify, old value is overridden with old value. What happens now? Are you clear? If you do in the way I said you, one update is enough. But if you try to check what is modified, that only will update. You are required to write multiple update statements in the code. Are you clear? Imagine there are 20 update columns and now calculate the permutations and combinations now. You will start trying to write the code now. After writing some combination, you can miss somewhere. Yes or not? Don't take that pain at all. What is the blind rule? Update every column now so that if modified, the old value in the table will be overridden with the new value. If not modified, the old value will be overridden with the old value only. So no problem will happen. Got it or not? Okay. So what? So shall I update it now? Now see. Update which table? Employee table. Set ename is equals to txt name dot text. Are you guys clear? Ename is the name text box now. Next. Job is equals to txt job dot text. Salary is equals to txt salary dot text. Remember, these two are string columns. That's why I used a single quotes here. But this is not a string column. Okay. Next. Department ID is equals to DL department dot selected value. Where employee ID is equals to DDL employee dot selected value. Is that clear, all of you? Yes or not? You want to see the statement? Yesterday I said you this point for you. After writing the code, whether did you write correctly or not, first time before you execute, once print it on the monitor and check it out whether the output is correct or not. Otherwise, I said you suppose you missed a semicolon or you missed a comma somewhere, again errors will come in the code. We don't know what exactly the problem. That is why first to try to print once. One time you print enough here, every time you don't require to. So check now everything is correctly generated or not. So that you can easily do it in the going forward. Okay now? I selected a record here. Okay. Now this person wants to change his name to Suresh Kumar. Is a salesman, and now I want to upgrade the salary to 22,000. Click on update. Check. Any mistake in the statement? Okay, no mistake. You execute because that's what you forgot to put a space there. Is equals to 20. Afterwards, you forgot a space there. These two will be combined of now. That's what I'm telling you. Print on the monitor first. Check it out. The statement looks good or not. Understood? Okay. Be careful, all of you. Yeah. Now, let me send it for updating to the database. On dot. Open. Open the connection now. CMD dot execute non-query. It's an update, non-query. Array, first 3 times we call reader, select. Now it is update, non-query. If greater than 0, update is success. Correct? Update is success. If update is success, let me show a message to the user. Record updated in the table. No, yeah. For some reason, update got failed. For some reason, update got failed. It can be any reason. Tell the user. Failed. Understood? Once everything is done, con dot close. Close your connection. Is it clear, all of you? Yes or not? Okay. So you can observe it. I'm adding a breakpoint here. I'll run the code. We'll debug it now and see whether everything is perfectly done or not. Click update. This condition failed. Else part showing a message. Okay. Now I will select it. And I will change this now. This condition success, but this condition failed. Choose a department. Are you clearer or not? No, I'm just correcting. I'm sorry. I'm correcting this also. Now, what I want to do is I want to change the name of the person and I want to change the salary of the person also. 22,500. All conditions correct now. Click on update. See now, this condition satisfied. This condition satisfied. Now writing the command. Now open, execute non-query. Success. Record updated in the table. You want to check in the database? Which record? 105, right? Update. Are you clear? See now, it did not affect the salesman, it did not affect the department ID, but we updated all. Yes or not? What happened? Suresh overridden with Suresh Kumar. Salesman overridden with salesman. 22,000 overridden with 22,500. 40 overridden with 20 only. Are you clear? So now, tomorrow you have 30, 40 columns also. The number of updates you need to write is only one. So which one is simple? Writing one or multiple? Did you understand why I said you follow this process now? So don't forget, update. Don't check what is updated. Blind rule, that's all. What is it? Update every column of the table. Understood me or not? Not the primary key. Employee ID cannot be updated. That cannot be updated. Primary key is not updated. Columns are not updated anytime. Okay now? What next? Guys, the user is selecting something and click on delete. Are you clear? That record should be deleted now. That record should be deleted. Okay now. User select something and click on the delete. That record should be deleted. That is the requirement I have. Okay. Let us go to delete button and write the logic. Come on, help me. For deleting, employee drop down should be selected. If PDL EMP dot selected index is greater than 0, execute this code, otherwise display a message to user. Please choose an employee to delete. Okay, no, selected. Department drop down is not mandatory. What is mandatory? Employee drop down, because we are deleting the record, not updating the record. Okay, now, fine. What is it? CMD dot command text is equals to, what is it, man? Delete from employee, where employee ID is equals to EMP dot selected value. Are you guys clear? DDLAMP dot selected value. We are just trying to perform this particular things now. Okay. What next? con.open. Again, if cmd dot execute non-query greater than 0. What are you meaning? Success now? What are you meaning, guys? Record deletion is success now. And once the record is deleted, I think we need to clear all the controls now. Once the record is deleted, we need to clear all the controls now. Okay, clear off all the controls. txt name dot text is equals to txt job dot text is equals to txt salary dot text is equals to empty string edl dot selected index is equals to 0. Is it clear? If anything goes wrong, tell the user. What is it? Failed deleting record from the table. And finally, con.close. Are you guys clear? Come on, let's add a breakpoint. Let's add a breakpoint. See, I'll click on delete. Condition failed, man. Telling you clearly, choose an employee. Yeah, what should I delete? No, the record is there now. Come on, I'm selecting 108. Delete. Condition true or not? Command text, open, execute non-query, delete message, clear the text boxes. Are you clear? Yes or not? But I have a problem here. What is the problem? This drop down has a problem now. Okay, first let us go and see if it is deleted or not. $108 is not in the list. Deleted now? Okay, answer this one now. Now, guys, today, as I 102, I got the value. 105, I got the value. The 108 is deleted now. Now I select 108. But 108 is not Suresh Kumar, no? Yes or not? Array 101 is what I selected. I select 108. Array old value is leaving there now. Wrong or not? First mistake is not about showing the old value. First mistake is why are you showing 108 in the list first? Am I right or wrong? What is that? Why are you showing 108 in the list? Oh, 108 should not be in the list anymore. Am I correct? If that is the case, the drop down should be reloaded again. What should be reloaded? The drop. Which drop down? Employee drop down should be reloaded again now. Are you following me? The employee drop down should be reloaded. Correct now? Array, no need of writing any extra logic, man. I told you now, everywhere. What is everywhere? Update and delete code this is. Whenever you write update and delete, that is the same process. Yeah. See, man, what I want to do, after clearing everything, I want to call. You have written a method already called load emp. Do you remember? Yes or not? That load emp method contains the code for reloading the data. Understood? So now emp should be reloaded again. Am I clear what I say you? Okay. Have a breakpoint again. We'll try deleting another record. Now the employee drop down should load me the content again now. Okay now? Now I'm selecting 107. Sir, reload. Not reload. Yeah. When I stop it, every time fresh data will come now. No, it should happen in the runtime, not stop and close. Okay now? 107. We'll delete this record, guys. Click on delete. They have breakpoint there? Yes. See, man, the record is deleted, and now it is going to load EMP. Now jump to load EMP. Okay, now error will come here. Why, sir? Error will come now. Why do the get the error? Not apply. You are selecting now. Why employee you are talking about it? Where I put the cursor, where the error will come, I said you. Array, where is the cursor now? Open now. That line will give error. Why, sir? Any guess? Connection is already open. Why? Array, you open the connection in the button click event and executed a delete or not. The connection is open or not. So this will give you error. Watch. Are you clear? To avoid this, if con.state not equal to, or if con.state is equals to connection state dot closed, connection state dot closed, then con dot open. Understood or not? Array, the state of the connection is closed, then only open this now. No, the state of the connection is open. Don't open. Are you clear? Yes or not? Okay. So otherwise you can try like this also. Not equal to, it is not equal to open, then open it. Both are same only. Are equal to closed or not open. Understood me? Now this will not give you error. Are you getting me or not? Now what will happen? If the connection is open, it will use the same connection and execute this code for you. And finally, connection will close off here. Now from load DP, just check up. Again, you will come back to, again, you will come back to here. Where from here you end there, na, you will come back here. Again, you're writing contact close. Already closed up there. Yes or not? Put this contact close inside the else block. We're asking to close the connection. Array, if the delete is successful, it will go to load EMP. If the delete is failure, it won't go to load EMP now. Then will it close in the else block now? Understood or not? If I go to load EMP will close off. So no need to close again. No, I did not go to load EMP. Then how to close? Else block will close the statement. Else block will close this. Okay, just a minute. Once the data is loaded, DDL EMP dot. My focus should be on the drop down now. Okay, come on, run now and see is everything happening correctly or not. Already we deleted of 2 records, man. 7 and 8 are deleted. Check it out. Now I'm going to delete 6. Now I'm going to delete 6. Observe it. Now everything should work perfectly without any problem now. Come on, 106. Okay, click on delete. Delete is success. Go and see in the database. 106 is not there. Okay, next, load EMP. Now, is the connection state open or not? Tell me, did not go to con.open. See now. If you go to con.open, problem. I did not go to con.open. Okay. Now, what is happening? Connection is closed off here. Connection is closed off here. Because the connection is closed off here, I'm setting the focus here and I'm not closing the connection for the second time. When will I close the connection? If you did not go to load EMP, then I'll close the connection. If you go to load EMP is closing the connection. I don't require to close it. Now see, what is the record you deleted? 10. The 106 is not available in the list anymore. Check it out. Am I clear? Okay, I will delete the breakpoint, guys. I will delete the breakpoint and show you. I am selecting 104, delete. Record deleted, check. Is that clearer or not? And now guys, one more. See, I'm trying to tell you what type of errors will come in the application tomorrow when you work real time, what type of applications will come in the real time. That's what I'm trying to show you. Okay. Well, guys, morning when I loaded, there are 6 records in my table. These are the 6 records. Are you clearer or not? Morning when I ran this application, there are 6 records in the table. There are my 6 records now. Meanwhile, without my knowledge, someone deleted a record in the database. I don't know, because database is on a remote computer, man. Yes or not? Right now, see, 101 is existing, 102 is existing, 3 is existing, 5 is existing, 9 is existing, 10 is existing, all are existing, correct? But what happened, without my knowledge, someone is deleting a record in the table. Which record? Assume like 105 is deleted. Shall I delete it here? Someone will delete it here now. Delete from employee, where employee ID is equals to 105. And when this is deleted, after my loading is completed, this is deleted. And user don't know. I don't know. My application don't know the record is deleted. But 105 is in the list here. Now I'll select 105. Now I'll select 105. See what happened? Are showing you someone's data, man. See, you see 101 is selected. When I select 105, it is showing you that data. Are you clearer or not? How to fix this, sir? This fix is not in update and delete. Yeah, this fix is in the selected, drop down selected index. Come on, add a breakpoint and select once. Okay, now I'm selecting 101. Now I'm selecting 105. All of you, see now. Data loaded or not loaded for 105? Data loaded or not loaded? Not loaded now. This dr.read will go to will be false now. It won't enter the dr.read now. Did not enter dr.read. See, where will it enter dr.read? If data is loaded, so I'm selecting 103. Data loaded or not? So where it goes? Enter in if condition. But see, when data is not there, it is not entering the if condition, directly jumping up there now. So what you'll do is write a else part here, and in the else part, do the clearing of the data again now. Are you getting me? So what to do? txt name.text is equals to txt job.text is equals to txt salary.text is equals to empty string. Okay. DDL department dot selected index is equals to 0. And the most importantly, you're required to call load emp. Okay, now again, DDL emp dot focus. You want to give an alert to the user? Give an alert. What is it? This record is deleted by someone in the database. Are you clearer or not? Okay, so just an alert message will come there. Giving an alert message. What is it? Selected record is not available in not available means someone deleted. I don't know who deleted it. When I load, it was there, but someone deleted after I load now. That's hospital. See, these are the types of problems you'll be getting. That's why I'm showing you different scenarios. Everything should be managed carefully. If you don't do all this proper checking, you send it to the client. Client will send you back telling this error is coming now. This problem is coming. Okay, whatever chances are there, I'm telling you all the probabilities. But still, there may be so many different scenarios you might be coming across for everything you record to fix it. So that's why debugging is very, very important. Debug, that's what I'm telling you. Debug first. You will understand how the flow is happening. Then you will understand how to fix a problem. Okay, come on. Now see, how many records are there in the table? 5, huh? 5. 103 is existing in the database now, correct? So you're going to the if condition C now. Okay, now you went to the if condition. Okay. Now also we need to fix this issue. What is it? Guys, once the loading is completed, close this connection in the if only. Why, sir? Because else doesn't require a connection close. Why? This load EMP method will close off the connection. Yes, now I shown you now. Load EMP will close up the connection now. I don't require to close the connection. Okay, add the breakpoint anything, you will notice it. Check. (103). Watch. Coming, data available, connection closed. Did not go to the else part now. Showing you the information. Again, 101. Data available. Everything is working fine now. Okay. Well, all of you carefully notice. I'm saying select employee means everything is clear. But we have all the things here. Now let me go to database and I'll delete the record 103. Now see, in your table you have only, but there you have 5. Correct? Okay. Now user selected 103. Okay, come on, debug. All of you carefully watch. The dr.read is false now. No data. So jumps to else part. What is happening in the else part? Getting a message and clearing the drop down and reloading the employee data. Array, when you go to load employee, there we have con.close, close, remember? That is why I don't require con.close close and resetting the focus back on this. Yeah, this is a different error now. Watch it. We got a different error. What is the error? See? Where you got the error? Not at con.open. Where you got the error? What is this? There already an open data reader associated with this command, which must be closed first. What is that, sir? What is this error? Why are you getting this error, sir? Okay, let me explain you. Why are you getting this error? This error is coming in the select. All of you, watch it. You call load data, correct now? When you call load data, control came here and execute reader method executed and data loaded into here. Clear? I don't see any response from anyone. You're lazy. Understood? What happened, man? Control came here. And this data reader got opened. Data reader got opened. Okay? But the data reader doesn't have records in it. The data reader doesn't have records in it. Records are not there means what the meaning? Someone deleted this record in the database. Then what I'm doing? I'm going to load EMP. Control is jumping to load EMP now. And again, you're trying to open the data reader here. The data reader is already open. Did you understand me or not? What is that? The data reader is already open. Because the data reader is already open, this line is telling you, array, data reader is already open. I cannot open it again now. Are you getting me? See, you enter a saloon or a beauty parlor. There is one person in the beauty parlor or the salon now, and one customer also. Already the person is attending the customer. Because you go there, will he leave that and come to you? You have to wait until the existing party leaves now. Yes or not? Are same we are already one reader is open. You cannot open another reader now. Command is engaged with the reader. Command is engaged with the reader. Now you cannot open the data reader for the second time. Are you clear? How to fix it, sir? Same. You're facing a problem now. So just the simple how to resolve this particular problem is when you're facing this problem, when you're coming from here only now, close the data reader. Close the data reader. So I'm closing up the data reader. Once I close the data reader is free now. So once you go there, data reader will be reopened. Okay, debug and see again. Yeah, run. How many records are there? 4 now. Okay. Yeah, guys, check it out. 4 are there. I will delete 109. Okay, now I'll select 109. See now, dr data reader is opening now. Data reader opened, but data is not there. What did that say? Array column names are loaded, man. See, anytime did you notice you write a select statement here where employee ID is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Existing or not existing? If not existing, then also table will be loaded. See, table is loaded. See, where's the array? See, their columns are coming there. Data is not there. Table is loaded. Now also, data is not there, but table is loaded. This data reader is open now. Are you clear? But there are no records in that. So came to else part. What is else part doing? Closing the reader. After closing the reader, it is going to go to the reload. See now. And it reloaded you the data. See. Am I clear? Okay. Remove the breakpoint. Understanding the error is the challenge, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Understanding the error is the challenge. So try to read it for repeated times. Don't understand? Copy the message and paste in Google. There will be someone explaining you what exactly is the problem. Just simply got an error, don't ignore of that one now. Try to understand the error and fix the problem. Okay. Well, guys, now I don't have any breakpoints. How many records are there? 3. Come back. I'll delete you. 102. We have only 2 records now. 101, 110. Is it clear? Okay. So guys, I'll select 102. It will tell you selected record is not available in database table and data is reloaded. See. Did you understand why did I write a separate method for loading EMP now? Yesterday, this is where we talked. Why are you writing a separate method, sir? If I write a separate method, I can recall it for multiple times. I called it 3 times in my code today. One in the load event, one in the delete, one in the select. 3 times I called the loading empty. Okay. See, 101 existing, 110 existing. These 2 are existing. Sir, if I insert a new record, what will be the number? If I insert a new record, what will be the number? 111. 111. Are you clear? Okay, just a minute. I am deleting 110. I have only one record. 101. Okay, you can see. If I insert a new record, what will be the new value? 111 only. Sir, not 102? No. Because internally, auto generation happens now. That will keep a record of the old values. What is the last number I generated? The last number I generated is 110. If you want a new number, it should be 111. Are you getting me or not? Okay, guys, just watch it. I am deleting all the records. Now there is no record in the table. Correct? What is the record it generates? What it generates? Come on, answer. What it generates? Let me fill. One zero one or triple one. Right click, done this. Sorry guys, not this. We need to call the insert previous yesterday's example. Underscore insert. I'm sorry. This is for insert. Come on. Yes. Triple one. Sir, complete table is empty now. How to reset that? Tell me. I want from 101 again. Truncate. Not delete. What is it? Truncate. See, look here. Triple one. If I delete it, if I delete this and insert again, it will be 112 now. See again. 112. Sir, I want 101. Wanted? Don't delete. Truncate table employee. Truncate will reset your identity. Truncate will delete the data, reset it. Delete only will delete. But truncate will delete and reset the identity. Okay, guys, watch. Started with 101 again. Is it clear? Did you understand the difference between delete and truncate now? Delete also will delete the data, truncate also will delete the data. The main difference is delete doesn't reset the identity, but truncate will reset the identity. That is the main difference between truncating and deleting. Okay? Are you clear with all the four kinds of CRUD now? Selecting, inserting, updating, deleting, all is shown you. Okay? Different conditions. So don't blindly copy paste the code and execute off. Write it, understand the code first. Put a breakpoint, debug. Okay, you might be coming across a different scenario or a new scenario what I did not show you in the classroom. You might be coming across a new scenario and try to think how to fix this problem. Clear? Okay, improvise that particular skills. Why I'm telling is tomorrow when you go to interviews here, in the machine test, they'll ask you these questions only. In the machine test, these only will be asked for you. Watch it, create a form, a table, write me the code for CRUD. Inserting, updating, deleting, and all these actions I want to know. Show me a CRUD to do all these operations here. Are you guys clear or not? So practice well about this because finally, see, we completed of object-oriented programming, all the things we are summing up. We are in the final stage now. We are ready to application development here. Yes or not? We are ready for developing the applications. Applications, we can start our development by using all these things what we have learned till now in our course. Clear? Well, now see, these are the two examples here. Yesterday I shown you. Yes. Correct? It's a text box with a read-only property true. Today, it's a drop-down with auto push back property as true. Different pages. Okay. So one thing I just want to show you is still, what is it? I said you in the last class, but I did not show you. What is it is? Loading multiple tables into a data reader. What is that? Loading multiple tables into a data reader. What is that, sir? Yes, guys. You can load more than one table into a data reader. Did you understand me or not? You can load more than one table into a data reader. How many? Any number of tables. Yesterday only I said you can write multiple select statements separated with a semicolon and execute reader will load you all the tables. Okay, observe it. I will use north wind. I will use north wind. Look, guys, I'm adding a new web form. Northwind underscore multiple tables. Let me take a look code. Using mm, data source is equals to server user ID SC password 123 database ASPDB. Okay, database is ASPDB. Next, Northwind. Sorry. Northwind. Thank you. Northwind is our database. Next, SQL command CMD is equals to new SQL command. Now, guys, here you can write some select statements to fetch the data. Watch it here, guys. I'm pointing to Northwind. Select star from, yesterday we loaded data from a table called customers. Not all columns here. I want to fetch only few columns. Customer ID, contact name. I think we fetched country, city, postal code, country, phone. Postal code, country, phone. Next, there is another table here called as employees table. Here also, so many columns are there. I don't want all the columns. Last name. Watch it. Last name plus and I'm combining both and I'm just getting it. Okay, when you're combining here, add a when you're combining of space, I'm just adding. So I'm going to show both these two as one column. Okay, next. Here also, I want to show the city. Same city. What is that? Okay. Sorry. Wrong place. Just a minute. City, postal code, country, and here we have a column called home phone, not phone here, home phone. Home phone. Yeah, guys, watch it. Name is a combination. City. Okay, now, and this employee ID as something like I want to show a simple name for this. Hyphen is not accepting. I just shortcut name, that's it. So these are two separate select statements, right? Okay, now, well, guys, just observe it. These are two select statements. I want to execute both of them at a time. Till now, I'm executing only one. Okay, semicolon, Put this side by side. That is your query now. Are you clearer? Watch it. Let me copy. Paste it here. Comma. On dot. Open. SQL data reader. dr is equals to cmd dot execute reader. Guys, remember this is having two tables loaded now, not one table. Are you clear? You want to show me the two tables to you? Okay, I'll show you. Yesterday, to display this table, we have written some manual coding, remember? Array, we take a string builder, table by table, tr by tr. We have written all this code here. It's a lengthy process here, but just to understand you how you can do it, I shown you that example. But without you writing this code, Microsoft has directly provided you one control called as data grid. What is that? Data grid. You can use that control, and that control will generate the table to you. Did you understand me or not? What is that control? Data grid. Use that control. That control will generate the table for you. Generate the data grid control will generate the table for you now. So you don't require to write any coding for this. That will be completely taken care by the data grid control. Come on, let us add. For the design, ASP colon. Oh, sorry guys, not to data grid, grid view. I'm sorry, not data grid, grid view. ASP colon grid view. ID is equals to runit is equals to. That's all. No need to write anything more than that. And watch it, all of you. It's a table. How many rows and columns are? How many rows and columns? Yeah, that many rows will render you. Don't worry. Okay. And below this, I am putting a HR horizontal rule. Again, another grid view. Two grid view controls I added. Okay, now. So what I wanted to do, I want to display the first table in the first grid view, second table in the second grid view. How, sir? It is the same process. How did you do binding to drop down list? How to do grid view one dot data source is equals to dr and grid view one dot data bind. That's all. For a drop down here, we required 4 lines of code. What is it? What is the text? What is the value field? All this nonsense. Why? Because that can show only one column. You need to tell which column. But grid view can show one column or all columns are. No need to say anything at all now. Simple. Grid view one dot data source is equals to dr. Grid view one dot data bind. Enough. The table will come up in the grid view. Which table, sir? First table. Which table? First table. Okay. Run and see. Second one also I'll show you. We have placed 2 grid views. Second table also I'll show you. See, look, this is all one table, man. Array, this one we taken the pain and written all the code manually yesterday, man. And simple now, see, generated with the simple click now. Are you clear? Okay, fine. So this is my first table. I want the second table now. So how to bind the second table? If you want to bind the second table, first you require to move to the second table. Right now, the first table, you should move to the second table. And for this, I said you have method yesterday, man. Navigates to the second table now. Again, write the same code. Grid view 2 dot data source is equals to dr. Grid view 2 dot data bind. Finish. That's all. Check. You have both the 2 tables coming up in this on screen now. Is all one table okay? This is your second table. Are you guys clear? Yes or not? So I'm able to do the same task what we done yesterday with a simple code today. Yesterday we written all the code for generating the table, two things and all. No need here. Simply we can do. See, right click and say page source. You will see. What is the drawback of ASP.NET, you know? I already said you. View state is the drawback of ASP.NET. Do you remember? This is the hell. Tomorrow someone asks you what is the difference between ASP.NET Web Forms and MVC. This is the difference. MVC doesn't have anything called as view state. So pages are lightweight. But ASP.NET Web Forms have view state. The more the volumes of data you have on the screen, the more the view state is going to be. Today we have 91 records in one table, 9 records in total, 100 records. Imagine you have 1000 records. All that value will be in the view state in the encrypted format now. Why, sir? Because every control will maintain the state now. And when I explained you view state, only explained you every control has this inbuilt mechanism. What do you call control state? And that control state will consume you all this space for you. Every time to and fro, this data will be traveling up and down now. Understood me or not? So that is one of the biggest drawback of the ASP.NET Web Forms, which was removed in MVC. Both are same only, and there are two different styles of building web application. Web Forms is one style of building the web application. MVC is another style of building the web application. But don't forget, both are web application development techniques only. Are you clearer or not? What is that? Both are web application development techniques only. MVC is one style of developing. Web Forms is another style of developing. So guys, coming back after this, the next example I have is loading multiple tables into data reader. This is how you load the multiple tables into the data reader, all of you. Are you getting me or not? Okay, this is the process of loading multiple tables into the data reader. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, what I added you to grid view controls. What I added is two grid view controls. Okay. It is possible to load more than one table into data reader by passing multiple select statement as command text to command separated by. We need to use the next result method of data reader class to navigate to the next table after processing a table. Read method, next record, next result, next table. To test this, add a new web form in the project, naming it as place to. You can do it. Toolbox is there, yeah, drag and drop. So no description. Yeah, I have more examples of the grid view in the later stages. Sorting, paging, lots of things we do. I'll give you. But here I did not say anything. Why? And the toolbox, how you know how to drag and drop a control now? Or go and see in the toolbox, you'll find this control, drag it on the screen, that's all. Or otherwise simple code only na. I said, you have a name, you know how to create a control. Control is grid view, that's all. Same process. How did you create a text box? Create a grid view control. Okay. That's why I did not talk more on the appropriate thing. And this is the code. And you notice here also I written all my code in the load event only. That's why I did not declare the connection command separately again now. I'm using it one time only. I'm not using it for multiple times. When I use multiple times only, you go for global declaration. One time use, no need global declaration. Directly write up the code. Clear? Let's stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow.